tell you what happened better than my boy Stu.
Weekend observations brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories, available for delivery. Dan, he last managed in 2014 for the Nationals, where he went 53-87. In 2009, he tested positive for cocaine. Until yesterday, I had no idea he spent the last 7 years in Atlanta as the Braves' third base coach. But Dan, over the weekend, everything changed because at 71 years of age, one of the most poorly run franchises anywhere in sports decided he was their guy. And Dan, just like that, make no mistake about it, Ron Washington is back.
Yes.
Exciting, right?
Very much so.
When I first heard the news, I thought it was a joke. I was snorting with laughter. Ron Washington, line coach. Makes sense. Dan, you can take the field. I'll take Alabama. The Angels are going to love Ron. I'm told he's a real players coach, a guy who loves cutting it up with his players. I'm also told his favorite thing to eat for lunch is a salad. Chopped, of course.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Just it's going to be all cocaine jokes?
Death, taxes, and Penn State having no timeouts left headed into the fourth quarter of a big game. Ron Washington testing positive for cocaine at the age of 57 and claiming it was the first time he used cocaine. Ron, the Stugotz is strong in you. Ron Washington, this marks progress. The rare black coach to test positive for cocaine who still gets a second chance.
Manager.
Let's hope he doesn't blow it.
Oh.
What happened? James Franklin is now 3-17 against top 10 teams. Little game James. Ron Washington as a player.
Again?
Glue guy. Not many cracks in his game.
How many?
You know what I mean?
How many cocaine jokes are you going to hit Ron Washington?
One might say the positive drug test was just a bump in the road. You seem to agree?
You seem very pleased with yourself.
The only person that thinks James Franklin is a good head coach is James Franklin. Don't tell James Franklin he's not a good head coach. He won't believe you. Jalen Milroe, 2,070 yards passing, 16 touchdowns, 6 picks, 333 rushing yards, 12 touchdowns, 38 touchdowns, 6 turnovers, and 5 games to go. And he's a sophomore. How about that?
Yep.
After he tested positive, I'm told Ron took a long, hard look in the mirror. Dan,
I mean, come
what
on.
happened? It's Ron Washington. It's his day. It's a big day. He's back.
His day was last Thursday.
Well, I mean, my weekend starts on Thursday.
He's also been here.
I mean,
Talking about he's back.
You weren't
He's
watching
back.
the Braves. He was for
the Bravos.
Thank you.
Dan, you know what the J in Jalen and the M in Milrose stands for?
I do not.
They stand for just might be the best Jalen to ever play quarterback at Alabama. How about that? Look up the stats, guys.
No, I've been looking
Sophomore
at.
to
I'm
sophomore
literally looking
year.
at the
Look it
stats
up.
right now.
Okay.
Sophomore year, yeah, ran for 12 touchdowns. Jalen also ran for 855 yards and 8 touchdowns.
He's got 5 games to go.
17 touchdowns, 1 pick.
5 to go. That's 2 regular seasons, 2 regular seasons, an SEC championship game.
Have you watched
semifinal and a
any
national
Alabama-
championship?
have you watched
I don't have
any-
to.
Doesn't
I
have
mean,
to. That's the magic of
I'll
his,
watch them in the
that's
playoffs.
why he
They're always
says,
there.
Do
Right.
it against Alabama.
Correct.
That's
He's winning, Mike. He's winning. He's winning.
I guess we shouldn't be shocked. Reports say Ron has been sniffing around for a job for a while now.
Come on.
Too much?
I mean, too much. You're 12 cocaine jokes too many.
By the way, Milroe, bench for a game. Dan, you know what the R in Ron Washington stands for?
More?
It stands for runny nose.
Oh, God.
Jaromir Jagr is going to have his jersey retired by the Pittsburgh Penguins. Top 5 Penguins of all time.
Okay, here we go.
Number 5, and I think Mike agrees. I know Roy does. Tommy Barrasso. Number 4, Yager. Number 3, Mario Lemieux.
Number 3, huh?
Only funny to 70-year-old people.
Number 2, Ron Say.
There it is. There it is.
And number 1, Burgess Meredith.
Wow.
The original.
Not Danny DeVito, huh?
The original Penguin from
Yeah.
the Batman movies.
Watch out for the T-Wolves. Keep an eye on the Blues. Blues are good.
The T-Wolves are a bit confusing, and the Gobert is the best defensive player in the league. They've got a number 1 rated defensive efficiency, and when the playoffs come, Gobert is not going to be allowed to play.
But Edwards has arrived.
Everyone
Yes.
says that.
Yes.
Everyone
Special.
wants badly for him to be the next. It's not going to be Ja. It's not going to be Zion. They want him to be next, and he's looking like it.
Lionel Messi celebrated his 8th Ballon d'Or, whatever the hell that thing is, with Miami fans.
8 times.
Lionel, do me a favor. Don't celebrate with Miami fans until the thing you are celebrating is winning a title. Thanks.
You already did that once.
Down here?
Yeah.
Which title?
The League's Cup. Made for television.
the made-up
League's
one.
Cup.
8 times, though, he's won Player of the Year. That's crazy, Stugotz.
It is.
8?
It is. It's crazy. It's great. Do it a 9th time. Ron Washington's career record is 664 and 611 with 2 World Series appearances. Certainly doesn't blow, and definitely nothing to sneeze at.
I mean, sneezing is now. So you're just going to take everything in the
when you do coke, you
olfactory
sneeze, yeah.
category. Okay.
I've been told by friends. Jimbo Fisher spent his entire Sunday
Put it on the poll, please. Juju.
laughing all the way to the bank.
Do you sneeze when you do cocaine?
What's this whole factory you keep talking about? Dan, listen, all I can tell you is I have friends who have done cocaine, and when they do cocaine, they tell me they sneeze. That's all I can tell you. That's it.
I've been told that means it's bad.
Dan, you know what the W in Washington stands for?
Still with
It
this?
stands for white lines. Today should be a day of celebration. Today, we should all toot our horns for Ron Washington. I blew that one.
All right.
Blew. You got it? Saved it.
Right.
Yeah, you did. You saved it.
Ron Washington's favorite pitchers are Jimmy Key,
Hold
Matt
on,
Cain.
Hold on, slow down.
happened?
Let us enjoy these.
Okay.
Just slow down.
These you want to enjoy.
Let's
Here
slow
we
down.
are. I mean-
Let's slow down.
Okay.
Jimmy
Favorite
Key,
pitchers, yeah.
Jimmy Key,
Jimmy Key, Matt Cain, Nate Bump, and Phil Koch. Thank you. Tottenham did what Tottenham does. That last one, Phil Koch, right on the nose. The Spurs.
No program in America has covered Ron Washington the way that
Well, not
ours
done.
does 5 days later.
Duke fans making fun of how anybody looks. Look in the mirror. Stugotz making fun of how unprofessional Ron Washington was the last time he was a manager. Look in the mirror. And then give it back to Ron Washington so he could do more cocaine off of it. It's a little bit harsh on Ron.
I mean, what are you
He's a
doing?
nice man.
What,
Death,
he's a-
taxes.
He's a nice man, is what you're doing
He
now.
seems, I mean,
He is.
it's a glue guy. Nice guy. Bill Belichick's winning percentage without Brady is now lower than Joe Philbin's. Philbs.
Dan Campbell is more valuable right now than Bill Belichick.
The Patriots should have left Bill Belichick in Frankfurt. Fraud. Nobody loves one-score games like the Chargers. Did you hear the stat? They played 100 one-score games over the last 10 years. I was surprised. I thought it was more.
They're always one-score games. It's the entire career of Phillip Rivers. I saw the stat yesterday that Dan Campbell has now almost 100 times gone for it on fourth down in his Lions career.
Somebody want to tell the Michigan coach crying that Jim Harbaugh didn't die? Just suspended for cheating.
You did last segment.
I know. Should have took that one. What can I do? Jimbo Fisher,
Could have took it out.
$76 million buyout. Being a fired football coach is the best job in America.
You have editing power
I know.
over the whole
I did.
thing.
I
They're
got it. I
yours.
should have took. You know what? I didn't. I should have, and I didn't, and I'm upset, and I apologize. Sorry.
How many of these jokes did you use on God Bless Football already?
None. Not
80%.
one. None of the Ron Washington ones.
Oh, that's all fresh to hear. We got the
Well,
good
it's a
stuff.
football show.
We
How
got the
could
good
you
stuff. He saved us. He saved the good stuff for us. The Ron Washington stuff right here.
49ers statement game. Don't look now, but there's something special going on in Tucson. Mike agrees.
Jedfish.
That team is good. Offensive juggernaut. Steelers are 6-3. That's all I got. CJ Stroud, it factor. His name should be IT factor. Washington, Utah, not one, but two bad beats. What happened there?
I'd love for some player to be IT Factor.
It's a
a great name. Not a good name, a great name.
How about those bad beats with Washington? Oh,
Well,
boy. Two of them.
Ron?
He dropped the ball before the goal line, Ron. Goal line.
I thought that
Line.
the Deshaun
Stretch.
Jackson Memorial Award, I thought that he would be the last one to ever drop the ball before the goal line. He did it multiple times in his career. Nope, they're still going to do it.
Another Sunday night, another game for LeBron James. Enjoy an early dinner. Meanwhile, there's a new report out that says Venus has oxygen all over. Just about everything we took growing up is being recalled, and orcas are killing people on boats. Hell is going on. Dan, speaking of hell, Art Briles. Those are the weekend observations.